Let's explore a place where you almost don't need money to live. Sounds impossible, right? But this place does exist. Welcome to Uzbekistan, a country in Central Asia. With a total area of about 447,400 square kilometers, it's one of the largest countries in the region. Uzbekistan borders 5 countries: Kazakhstan to the north, Turkmenistan to the southwest, Kyrgyzstan to the northeast, Tajikistan to the southeast, and it has a small border with Afghanistan to the south. The strong value of the US dollar compared to the local currency, the Uzbek som, makes life incredibly cheap for foreigners. $1 US is worth about 10,000 Uzbek som, making it easy for visitors or those who decide to live there. In Uzbekistan, the cost of food is surprisingly low compared to many countries in Europe and North America. For instance, you can buy a small loaf of bread for just 10 cents. A liter of milk costs around 25 cents, and rice is about $1 per kilogram. As for meats, a kilo of beef is approximately $1.03, while chicken costs $1.50 per kilogram. Cooking meals at home can make these expenses even lower. Let's give an example of a full meal at a typical restaurant in Uzbekistan. A portion of soup costs $1.20. A main course is about $1.02, and a delicious dessert can be enjoyed for $1.01. So, in some places, it's possible to have a complete meal for around $1.04. It's important to remember that these prices can vary depending on the region or city in Uzbekistan. In touristy or urban areas, prices tend to be higher. To save money during your stay in Uzbekistan, cooking at home can be a great strategy. Try buying food at traditional markets instead of supermarkets, as it tends to be cheaper. Typical Uzbek dishes are usually more affordable than Western ones. For example, pilaf, a national dish made with rice, meat, carrots, and chickpeas, is cooked in large cauldrons and is a hearty and economical meal. Also, ask for smaller portions when possible to cut down on costs. With careful planning, you can enjoy the local cuisine without spending too much. If you're thinking about moving to Uzbekistan, it's important to know the rental costs in the country. For example, in Tashkent, renting a room in a shared dorm can cost around $1,120 per month. In smaller cities, a 25 square meter studio can cost approximately $100 a month. A 2-bedroom 50 square meter apartment in a rural area can be rented for about $50 per month. Recently, apartment rentals in Tashkent have risen significantly, with prices starting around $500 due to high demand. Rental prices in Uzbekistan can vary depending on the supply and demand of properties, as well as the quality and location of the place. To find more affordable options, consider living in smaller towns or rural areas. Renting unfurnished properties can also save you money. Negotiating directly with the landlord can help lower costs too. With proper planning, you can find a comfortable and budget-friendly apartment in Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan's economy is largely based on agriculture and the production of primary goods, but it also includes sectors like natural resource extraction, industry, and services. Historically, agriculture plays a crucial role, with a focus on large-scale production of cotton, wheat, fruits, vegetables, and grapes. However, the heavy reliance on cotton presents challenges, especially due to vulnerability to price fluctuations in the international market. Uzbekistan, rich in natural resources like natural gas, gold, and uranium, has an economy heavily tied to the extraction of these resources, with increasing investments in mining and extraction. Additionally, the country is focused on strengthening its manufacturing industry, with notable sectors including textiles, chemicals, machinery, and food production. Textile production, especially cotton, is one of the main industrial activities. At the same time, the service sector, particularly tourism, is gaining importance. The government has been investing significantly in tourism infrastructure to make the country more attractive to international visitors. Moreover, Uzbekistan is looking to expand its global trade relations, forming partnerships with various nations and organizations to boost foreign trade. Recently, the country has been implementing substantial economic reforms to attract foreign investment, promote economic liberalization, and diversify its economic sectors, aiming to reduce dependence on specific industries. However, it still faces challenges like corruption and bureaucracy. And there's a need for further reforms to improve the business environment. These steps are crucial for fostering economic growth and stability in the country. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who might like it. Your support is crucial for us to keep bringing new documentaries every week. Let's dive in. Uzbekistan's culture is incredibly rich and diverse, a true blend of ancient traditions and historical influences from Central Asia. Located on the historic Silk Road, the country has served as a meeting point between the East and the West, resulting in a unique and profound cultural legacy. Uzbekistan is known for its stunning Islamic architecture, including madrasas, mosques, mausoleums, and minarets. Cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva stand out for their well-preserved historical structures. Additionally, the country celebrates a variety of cultural festivals. One of the most notable is Nowruz, marking the beginning of the Persian New Year in spring, celebrated with vibrant festivities and traditional rituals. Uzbekistan's cultural wealth is a true gem, reflected not only in its architecture, but also in its traditions and festivals. We can't forget to mention Uzbek cuisine, famous for its unmatched flavors that showcase the region's rich cultural diversity, with Persian, Turkish, and Russian influences. The national dish, plov, is a perfect example of this. It's made with rice slowly cooked with meat, usually lamb, along with onions, carrots, and a variety of spices, creating a real explosion of flavors. Plov is highly appreciated by Uzbeks. At public events, it's common to see up to 300 kilograms of this dish being prepared at once, using large quantities of meat, rice, spices, vegetables, and a lot of oil to cook the meat. Seeing this much food being prepared at the same time is a truly impressive experience. Feeling like trying plov? Leave your comment below. In Uzbekistan, the traditional bread called naan or lepeshka is highly valued. This bread is not just a staple food, but also an important symbol of Uzbek culture, representing hospitality, prosperity, and family unity. Baked in clay ovens known as tanur, the dough is made from flour, water, salt, and yeast, carefully stretched and artistically decorated before going into the oven. Uzbek bread is easily recognizable by its circular shape and decorative details on its surface, created before baking. There are several regional versions of this bread, each with its own characteristics and preparation methods. One example is patir, a type of flatbread with a more elongated shape. In many cultures, bread is held in high regard and considered sacred. In Uzbekistan, it's no different. There, breadcrumbs are not simply thrown away, they are kept with care and reverence. Serving bread to visitors is a traditional way to show hospitality and respect for local customs. In Uzbek homes and celebrations, bread is a constant presence and is always offered when there are guests. The process of making bread, kneading, decorating, and baking, is often a family event. This ritual not only results in delicious bread, but also strengthens family bonds, bringing members together through this shared practice. Moreover, bread is a symbol of prosperity and abundance. Having bread on the table during meals is seen as a sign of blessings and good fortune. In short, bread in Uzbekistan goes beyond being a staple food. It becomes an essential part of cultural identity and social practices. Uzbekistan is a fascinating country with impressive geography, ranging from vast deserts to towering mountain ranges. For example, the Kizilkum Desert covers about 40% of Uzbek territory and is famous for its endless dunes and arid landscapes. To the south, the majestic Tian Shan Mountains outline the country's border, offering high peaks, deep valleys, and beautiful canyons, making it a perfect destination for outdoor adventure lovers, like hikers and climbers. Between the desert and the mountains, you'll find fertile valleys, like the famous Fergana Valley. This valley is a true agricultural oasis, thanks to the rivers flowing down from the mountains that irrigate the land, making it extremely productive. Two of the main rivers running through the country are the Amu Darya and the Sir Darya, which are vital not only for agriculture, but also for supplying water to local communities. The Aral Sea, once one of the most important lakes, has faced a drastic reduction in size due to excessive water use for irrigation. The climate in Uzbekistan is quite varied. Most of the country experiences a continental climate, with extremely hot and dry summers and very harsh winters. In the mountainous regions, the climate is more pleasant, with a good chance of snow. This climatic diversity enriches Uzbekistan with a wide range of natural resources and stunning landscapes, greatly impacting the country's economy, agriculture, and tourism. The history of Uzbekistan is fascinating and complex, full of significant events and influences from various civilizations and empires. In the 13th century, the region was dominated by the vast Mongol Empire under the command of Genghis Khan and his successors. After that, it became part of the Chagatai Khanate, a division of the Mongol Empire. In the 14th century, under the leadership of Tamerlane, a commander born in the region, Uzbekistan flourished culturally and artistically, experiencing a true renaissance. In the 19th century, Uzbekistan came under Russian control, becoming part of the Russian Empire and later the Soviet Union. During the Soviet regime, the country underwent significant transformations in various areas. This period was marked by the collectivization of agriculture, intense industrialization, and the imposition of Soviet ideologies, which radically changed Uzbekistan's trajectory. With the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, Uzbekistan declared its independence, and Islam Karimov became the first president, holding office until his death in 2016. After gaining independence, the country faced many challenges as it tried to transition to a market economy and implement political reforms. There was a major effort to diversify the economy, promote tourism, and bring about significant political and social changes. Since Shavkat Mirziyoyev became president, Uzbekistan has been working hard to implement significant economic reforms, attract foreign investors, and strengthen its international relations. The history of Uzbekistan is a rich tapestry woven from ancient civilizations, powerful empires, and various political, cultural, and economic transformations that together have shaped the country's identity and development over the centuries. The diversity of Uzbek women reflects the vast ethnic and cultural mosaic of Uzbekistan. With a variety of features like skin color, facial traits, and physical characteristics, these differences are shaped by region and ethnic background. Uzbek women are often praised for their unique beauty, which frequently includes expressive eyes, dark hair, and naturally tanned skin. However, the country's rich ethnic diversity results in a wide range of appearances. You can find women with Asian features, as well as those with Slavic characteristics, a legacy from the time under Russian rule. Though less common, there are also women with light eyes and Turkish features. Uzbekistan, therefore, offers an impressive diversity of female types, reflecting its complex and multicultural history. Uzbek women are known for their generous and welcoming hospitality. They place great importance on family and community relationships, showing remarkable strength and resilience, especially in rural areas and more conservative communities. Dedication to family and home is central to the lives of many of these women, who often play crucial roles as caregivers and household anchors. What do you think of Uzbekistan? Would you be interested in visiting the country to enjoy the low cost of living and try the local bread and pilaf? Would you consider the possibility of settling down there, maybe even starting a family with an Uzbek woman? Leave your comment below. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Your support is essential for us to keep bringing more content like this every week.